This is one of those stories you don't forget. I didn't realize how small a wound could feel so large until it happened at a folding table covered in plastic confetti and half-eaten cupcakes. It was my daughter Lily's 8th birthday party, the kind you throw in your backyard with a rented bounce house that smells faintly of rubber and sunblock. We had balloons tied to lawn chairs, a cooler full of sodas, and a homemade banner that read, "Lily turns 8," in crooked glitter letters because she insisted on helping. I was carrying out the cake when my sister-in-law, Karen, leaned over to my mother-in-law and said, loud enough for me to hear, "Well, at least it's cute for a budget party." She smiled when she said it. That was the worst part. Everyone laughed awkwardly. Someone changed the subject. Lily clapped because she saw cake, and I stood there holding a lopsided unicorn cake, feeling something in me tighten. That was the moment everything started. Karen had always been like that. Little comments wrapped in sugar, compliments with splinters. She never yelled, never caused a scene. She just corrected people, subtly, publicly, constantly. She corrected my parenting. She corrected my cooking. She corrected my career choices. And somehow she always did it with a smile that made me look like the problem if I reacted. We were family, which meant I was supposed to let it go. I didn't. My husband Mark noticed before I said anything. That night, after we put Lily to bed and the house finally went quiet, he found me scraping dried frosting off plates with way too much force. "She didn't mean anything by it," he said gently. "I know, that's what makes it worse." Karen didn't mean harm, she meant superiority, and she had an audience. Karen married Mark's older brother, Jeff, 12 years ago. From the beginning, she made it clear she had married into the family to upgrade it. She talked about her private college like it was a badge of honor, her real job in marketing, her curated home with matching neutral tones, and a ban on tacky kids' toys in visible areas. She had 2 kids, perfectly dressed, perfectly scheduled, perfectly photographed. And then there was me. I worked part-time, I cooked messy meals, my house looked lived in, Lily owned glitter. Karen never said I was less, she just behaved like it was obvious. The comments escalated slowly, like turning up the heat so gradually you don't notice you're burning. "Oh, Lily still sleeps with a nightlight? We stopped sugar by age 6. I could never let my kids watch that. Wow, you're brave for wearing that color." At family gatherings, she'd offer to help by rearranging things. Plates, seating, conversations. If I spoke, she'd interrupt with a better version of my story. If Lily talked, Karen would gently redirect her to use her inside voice or let adults finish. Mark saw it, but he was conflict avoidant, raised to keep peace at all costs. "She's just like that," he'd say. I started keeping quiet, smiling, letting it slide. Until Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was at Karen's house that year. Of course it was. She hosted everything, and she made sure everyone knew how exhausting it was. Her house looked like a magazine spread, candles placed just so, place cards written in perfect calligraphy. A menu printed and framed. I brought a sweet potato casserole, my grandmother's recipe. Karen took one look and said, "Oh, that's rustic." She placed it at the far end of the counter, away from the other dishes. During dinner, she asked Lily what she wanted to be when she grew up. "A veterinarian," Lily said proudly. Karen laughed softly. "Oh, honey, that's sweet, but you know how much school that takes, right?" Lily's smile faded. Something in my chest snapped. I didn't say anything then. I waited. I watched. I listened. And I decided something important that night. If Karen liked subtlety, I could do subtle. If she liked polite cruelty, I could do polite precision. I wasn't going to confront her. I was going to outdo her. The first move was small. Karen loved social media. She curated her image meticulously, family photos, inspirational quotes, real talk captions that were anything but. I started posting too. Nothing dramatic, just real. Messy kitchen shots with captions like, "Life happens here." Lily covered in paint, smiling wide. Candid moments, laughing, imperfect joy. People responded, a lot. Compliments rolled in, engagement soared. Friends commented how happy we looked. Karen noticed. At the next family dinner, she said, "You've been posting a lot lately." I smiled. "Yeah, I stopped worrying about perfection." She nodded, lips tight. Score 1. The second move took longer. Karen prided herself on being the family organizer. She remembered birthdays, planned trips, sent reminders. I quietly started doing the same. I sent thoughtful cards, handwritten. I remembered details. I followed up. When my father-in-law mentioned missing fishing, I booked him a local trip for his birthday. Nothing fancy, just meaningful. When Mark's aunt was sick, I organized a meal train. People noticed. "Wow, that was so kind," they'd say. "You're so good at this." Karen arrived at events with a look I recognized. Uncertainty. Halfway through this story, before I tell you what happened next, do me one small favor. If you enjoy family stories with quiet revenge, emotional twists, and moments that feel too real, make sure to like this video and subscribe. Trust me, the best part of this story hasn't happened yet. The real shift came at Christmas. Karen announced she was hosting again with a theme, white and gold, no bright colors, for the aesthetic. I nodded and said nothing. Then I showed up wearing a deep emerald green dress. Lily wore red. Mark wore navy. We looked like a holiday card. Karen's jaw tightened. Throughout the evening, people complimented us. Photos were taken, laughter filled the room. Karen corrected her kids constantly. I let Lily be loud, joyful, herself. At one point, Karen tried to subtly criticize Lily's energy. "She's spirited," she said. I smiled sweetly. "Yes, we encourage that." Jeff laughed, out loud. I saw something flash across Karen's face. Not anger, fear. But the pettiness, the real surgical pettiness, came in the spring. Karen volunteered to chair the school fundraiser committee. Of course she did. Control was her comfort zone. She asked for help. I raised my hand. She hesitated, then smiled. "Sure, you can assist." I didn't argue. I showed up early, stayed late, listened, took notes. And then, when the event came together, something magical happened. People started asking me questions. "What do you think? Can you handle this? You're so organized." Karen watched as the spotlight shifted inch by inch. The fundraiser was a success, the biggest they'd ever had. During the thank you speech, the principal mentioned my name first. Karen clapped slowly. The breaking point came at a family barbecue in July. Karen made a comment about Lily's report card. "She did fine," Karen said, "but you know, gifted programs are very competitive." I set my drink down. "I know," I said calmly. "That's why we didn't apply." Karen blinked. "You didn't?" "Nope. Lily wanted more time for art and animals. We chose happiness." Silence. Then my mother-in-law spoke. "I wish I'd done that more," she said softly. Karen looked around. For the first time, no one backed her up. Later that night, Karen pulled me aside. "I feel like you don't like me," she said. I met her eyes. "I feel like you don't respect me." She opened her mouth, closed it. "I never meant—" "I know, that's what makes it hurt." She nodded slowly. Things changed after that, not dramatically, not perfectly, but quieter, kinder, more careful. The funny thing about petty revenge is that if you do it right, it doesn't explode. It settles. Karen still hosts, still curates, still corrects, less. And me? I stopped shrinking. I didn't win by tearing her down. I won by standing fully in who I was. And somehow, that was enough. This story is over, but the next one exposes something even worse. Subscribe so you don't miss it.